Welcome back to Kroe's Crazy Kitchen. Today we'll be using chapulines again, grasshoppers from Mexico. And we're going to be using them to make some rice and beans like they do in Guatemala. And we'll be adding in some of these grasshoppers, both powdered and whole. I need a 1/4 cup onion diced. Who wants onion? I don't, but apparently people like onion. I hate onion, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. I've just been mocked on the other side of the camera, just to let everybody know about my poor abuse.
Can you survive cutting an onion? You can't survive when I cut an onion.
That's true. Yeah. How do you, what do you do with all the extra stuff on the top?
You throw it out?
But do you take it off first?
Yeah. You peel it.
So this reminds me of Shrek, in that ogres have lots of layers, and onions really do have a lot of layers. Do. So much waste. What are you thinking, plants? You're wasting so much biomass and energy creating this. Yeah, it's protective, but it's also spooty. It's annoying to me. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks so gross. Why do people eat onions? I don't know. Here's my onion. See, I have successfully gotten about half of the paper off, and now I'm about to chop it up. And I promise you it will not take as long as last time, as the last video with the green peppers. I'm going to show you the proof. Look, I've got a knife. Chop. Okay. And then I think you get the middle out right, and do that, and you dice it, and then you do that, and then you do that, and then. And then look at this! Isn't that amazing? It's really watery for some reason. Just ignore that. Look at this! I got onions! Hooray! I've improved so much, I must say. Yeah, so this one, what we're gonna do is make some rice and rice and beans. And I'm going to, with my amazing onions that I just cut. That's just how I roll. I'm going to look up the recipe again. I need oil. I've got that. 1 tablespoon. Got onions, minced garlic. Well, I've got garlic. Maybe. My dog is currently blocking the way. She's not letting me open the drawer. Anytime now. Anytime. There we go. What was I looking for again? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you're a PhD student. You get old. So yes, I'm going to put in, I need 1.5 cups of water. Directions. So oil. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of oil in a pan like this. This is a pan, yes. This is also my pan that I use to press tortillas. Once again, not very good idea. But we're gonna put it on the burner because it burns you. Because it's evil and out to get you. Sorry. I might just be a little angry towards it from last time. And that's cups and, no, it's got 1 tablespoon. We're good. So I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of oil in this pan because we just are. And I'll put that there. Whoa! Okay. Got the oil. Now, isn't it magical? My camera now is moved by itself. Just make do. So 1 teaspoon of garlic and 1 teaspoon of pepper, and then of course the 1/4 cup of onion that I cut very rapidly. Because I'm very impressive that way. Do I have tablespoons or teaspoons or whatever they are? That's the question. Huh, let's see. I wonder if I should add the crickets to this step or the next step. I think I'll add it this step. Why not? That way everybody can enjoy the grasshoppers while they eat it instead of just separating it. Okay, so this time, I'm trying to think. Maybe 3
What protein do you want to add?
for the whole thing, maybe 3 teaspoons. How about that? Or 5. Or 7. And then we can add some whole ones later to the final thing. It's gonna be very grasshoppery. Okay, so let's put in first we're not gonna measure the pepper, because who needs to measure pepper and salt? Like in the shows they always just go like, oh, look at me, I'm so cool. Look at me. Is it bad that the oil's not filling the bottom? Thank you, invisible person in the background. My invisible friend, imaginary friend. Whoa. I did that for the fish, but I forgot to do it. So I'm just gonna put in this is so tiring. Who wants to do this all day? Why am I adding this type of pepper to rice? I don't know. Do people eat this type of pepper with rice? I don't know. Okay, we'll say that's good because I don't know if that's the right type of pepper. I don't even think I'm supposed to be adding salt, but this has salt in it, so it's gonna be really interesting. I'm probably gonna ruin all of my rice. I cut all of my garlic myself, and it is now in there. And now I'm going to add the onion. Oh, I should probably turn on the stove too to get it started. I'm going to turn it to medium because 8 was too high last time for the fish, and then it was like a dragon breathing fire at me, or a volcano. This is the onion, which I cut, and it made me cry. Oh, why do people eat onion? It looks like, I'm not gonna say. I'm just not gonna say. Okay, so now we're gonna add the grasshopper. So we've got 1½ teaspoons here. Another ½ teaspoon. See, sound effects, always important. 1½.
You're gonna put them in all now or later?
I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna do 2 now. And then 2. Okay, so now I have to stir this with something. Do I use a spoon or do I use I'll just use. Oh, it looks so appetizing. Oh, what am I doing to myself? I hope everybody appreciates this torture. Okay, let's turn you up a little bit more. Okay, what next? Excellent. I'm glad. It smells really bad because onions are terrible, and I hate onions. So if I die, it's the onions' fault, not the grasshopper's fault. I think food's perfectly fine without onions. It doesn't add anything to it except death and poison.
Are you a dog?
Maybe I am.
They are not.
Maybe I'm channeling Honey, my dog, too much. She's watching us, by the way. She's staring at me. Right now, I don't have anything that she'd find appetizing, though. Let's see if the grasshopper will add any interesting smells. Nope, I just smell terrible onion. I don't know why it's bubbling so much. It should not do that to me because it knows I don't like it. Okay, so now I'm going to put in 1½ cups of long grain rice. So here's one. Oh, it smells garlicky too. And that's 2, and then that's the half. There we go. I think I just accidentally swallowed one. So my guess is that this is to ruin the rice by making sure that every surface area gets the onion. But we'll see. It's definitely getting Okay, we're adding the water. Yay! Woo! Watch this. It's gonna attack me again. Woo! Actually, it wasn't burning. It was just the color of the cricket or the grasshoppers. By the way, when you make rice with grasshoppers, it is not burning all the time. It might be burning if it's me, but most likely it's the color of the grasshoppers. Okay, we're making progress, I think. It looks like it should be really spicy, but it's not. That might fit. Okay, guys, as I said, let's see if this fits. It does! Nicely done! My invisible friend found the lid. So yeah, as I said, I'm making rice and beans. Did I ever say that? I don't know if I did. Well, I'm making rice and beans with black beans and rice, long grain rice. And this is a common dish in all of my favorite countries, all of Central America. Now, they're probably going to be insulted that I made it this way, but we're gonna try this out. So the recipe told me to put 2 cups of beans. I just put the whole can of beans. Oh, I soaked them from fully uncooked, dry beans, like I'm supposed to, and then I didn't measure them. I did buy them in a can. It was just easier. So now I'm gonna mix all it up. There's so much more beans than rice. Oh, my poor rice and beans is contaminated with onion. How am I gonna separate it out now with a fork? I think that should be mixed in enough. Now we're gonna let it cook or simmer. I forget what one. Oh, where did I put that lid? So we're gonna put the lid on, because that's what you're supposed to do. There's no vent, so hopefully it doesn't explode off in the movies. I return it to a boil, and then I cover it, and then I simmer it. Okay, it's boiling now. I'm going to mix it up one last time, and then I'm going to put it on simmer, which I should have done with my fish the other day. I just want to make sure that all of those delicious ingredients, like the onion and the grasshopper, are everywhere, so that no one can avoid eating the deliciousness. There we go. We'll put it on simmer. And here is the tasting part. We put it on for about 23 minutes or so. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put them in these handy dandy bowls. Just ignore the other ingredients. So there's one bowl. And 2 for now. So here we have about 2 tablespoons of cricket powder mixed in, and we've got some whole grasshoppers. Sorry. I work with cricket powder in my research, so I keep on saying crickets, but it's actually grasshopper. Completely different species and family. So here we go. Are you dying, Annie? She is not dying yet, so.
I just ate one of them. There's only one in there. It's good.
Did you eat the whole one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It tastes good.
Was it okay?
Yeah, it tastes really good. I would eat it for a snack.
Nice. Success!
Are you eating the whole one?
I'm about to. Oh, it's so cute, though. It looks like a pet while I'm eating it. This is really bad. Okay, if you love insects and you think they're cute, do not look at them when you're about to eat them. It's like looking at your dog and being about to eat your dog. Not that you should ever do that because dogs are not food, but grasshoppers are. Okay, you've got too much of a cute face, so I'm going to eat the other one that has no face. Oh, you are just one face. You just are a head. That's challenging. Okay, I'm just going to scoop it up and pretend not look and actually accidentally look. Okay, one of these days. It wasn't too weird of a texture? No. Okay. Okay, here we go. The cricket powder actually isn't too bad in it. Now it's not like exactly like the rice and beans that I had back in Guatemala Honduras, probably because I used slightly different seasonings and everything. The onion is not overpowering, which I'm glad. You can't really taste the grasshopper. There might be a little bit nuttiness, but here goes nothing for the whole one. Here goes nothing for the whole one.
It's yummy.
If you want more, you can have plenty. There's lots.
No, you have to eat it.
I know, I have to. Okay. I'm running out of battery. I have to eat this. Okay.
I did a lot of rice today.
I was contemplating the flavors for a moment there. It was interesting. So I could definitely tell. So this species of grasshopper, they've got a piece of chitin, or their exoskeleton, that points over their head. Like it's like a little pointy head, like almost like a unicorn. And I could feel that on my tongue while I was chewing. So it was a little interesting, but it wasn't bad actually. It was the insect almost had like a spicy part to it. It was almost a little spicy. That's right. I used black pepper and rice. That's why it's spicy. This is really good. If you want some, I have a pot full. Come on over. Let us know before, because otherwise we'll think you're creepy. We're going to finish up the rice and beans, and we're going to add a little bit of Mexico. So we are already using the grasshoppers from Mexico. And we're gonna add a tiny bit of Valentina, which is from Mexico as well, from Guadalajara. Okay, so I thought the garlic was spicy, so I might not survive this. I just want like a microliter. So I literally have one drop. Let's see here. Do I have water ready? Yes. Do I have milk, even though I don't have milk? Drink milk? Yes, because I got it. Okay, what am I doing? This is worse than eating the grasshopper or the onions. Why did I listen to that troublemaker? Oh, it fell off. Oh no. I can feel the tingling on my tongue in preparation. I'm psychologically. Well, with that, you can't taste anything else, so add as much grasshopper as you want.